I'm going to cut right to the chase. We are living in some interesting times right now. In particular, the job market. Everywhere you look, you see people of all ages, ethnicities, talking about the current state of the market. And I got to tell you, it's incredibly depressing when you think about things. Perfect example, I've been in certain situations over the last few years where I've had to leave roles because the roles just weren't up to my liking. Let me give you an example. Sometimes you reach a point in life where you're no longer intrigued by the carrot that they're dangling in front of you, whether that's salary or the little job perks like the 401k plan or life insurance or health benefits, this, that, and the third. Sometimes you want a peace of mind. You want your sanity to take precedence over anything they can offer. If that means a lighter workload, so be it. If that means a lower pay and salary because you have more time in your day, so be it. You reach a certain point in time, if you're fortunate enough to perhaps make a decision like, you know what, I don't need to make that extra $10,000. Oh, I'm not too worried about their benefits because this other job who has no benefits gives me more of my day and I can maybe latch on to a spouse benefit plan or whatever the case may be. But I'm watching and I'm noticing jobs not fully investing in employees, meaning when they do bring in new employees, they're not willing to take the time. They want you to meet their bottom line and don't care about yours. And what's their bottom line? Productivity, the dollars. They need you to get up to speed at a fast pace. And if you're not up to speed, they get rid of you. But they're not supplying the tools. How many of you guys have entered a new job and have received little to no training? It seems to be rampant where they bring on employees. They have a small staff. The senior person who knows everything from A to Z doesn't have the best attitude. Maybe the other person isn't as versed as you need them to be to train. And then they can't take the third person off of their work to train you because then the work's going to be behind. So you enter the job lame duck status. How is anyone supposed to learn? How is anyone supposed to thrive in their new role? And you can plead with management, you can plead with your peers, your coworkers, and it's to no avail. The bottom line is we need you to learn this or out the door you go into the cold. And that's what it is. It's an employer's market, and it's really, really unfortunate because a lot of people, and I've watched plenty of YouTube videos, are relying on gig work. They're running their cars to the ground, trying to make a few $100s a day, maybe a good $1,000, $1,200 a week. They're content because when they enter the 9-to-5 world, this is what they're met with. They're receiving half-ass employment. And I get it. There's a lot of people listening. Oh, you should be thankful to have a job. It's hard to have a job these days. We know that. And this is why so many people are willing to sacrifice their freedoms to get back into the workplace because it is hard. But when you enter a new role and the staff is just not there in volume, and then the person who's assigned to train you is already checked out and they have to learn that new role while simultaneously training you, how does anyone expect the new employee to excel? And everyone can't be an entrepreneur. That's been the buzzword over the last 10 years. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. All that's great. And believe me, there's a lot of freedom and flexibilities, but there's also a lot of hard work. And in order to be a successful, quote unquote, entrepreneur, you need capital to get started. You just don't wake up one day, start a business, and money starts flowing in. That can take you some time. So if you use these 9-to-5s accordingly and find time in the evening hours or early morning hours to build your company, that way it's at the point where it can now provide income and you can lead the 9-to-5 world. That's awesome. But there's only 24 hours in a day. And a lot of people are stressed. They go home. They don't have much time to themselves. They may have children to attend to or their significant other. And your companies that you have in mind, you just can't do much about it. That's why sports betting is so rampant now. Everyone looking for that quick $500,000 extra bonus in their bank account. The gig jobs, this, that. That's why the rat race is taxing. And this is why the expats are incredibly high. People just living abroad, trying to leave the country because they're fed up. It's the same cycle every time we look around. And think about it. Look what we're faced with right now. We talk about Epstein files and we talk about this war in Iran and now the spike in gas prices. That's it. It's the same cycle. Doesn't matter who's in office. It just doesn't matter. If we just wake up and pay attention that, hey, listen, right in front of you are these issues, domestic issues that we, for the last 15, 20 years, can't seem to remove ourselves from. The inflation, the rent gouging, the job status, it's the same thing. And every 4 years, everybody gets all worked up and hyped up and run to the polls. And I'm going to vote for the red and I'm going to vote for the blue and blah, 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 blah. And we just do the same thing. The main issues don't get fixed. This is why everyone's crashing out on social media and outside of social media. People are now cognizant to the political games. I don't want to hear it's economics and this is how it's always been. Well, change it. Change it. Because you have the younger generation now, we all like to label them lazy and whatever, but there's some smart ones who are hip to the game and refuse to get caught up into the situations that my generation and older ones got caught up in. Where we're so focused on finding the right job and making the right amount of money so we can live this quote unquote American dream. That's really, when you think about it, there's nothing dreamy about it. I've lived my share of the American dream. I'm not impressed at all. Life is a lot simpler without the American dream, if you want to keep it a buck. The bottom line is this. The market is the market, and you have to find a way to circumvent it, move the pieces around the chessboard, be savvy with your money and your spending habits, and figure out how to survive the best way you can. Because it's easy to just watch what's happening and say, screw this, I'm done. It's easy. It seems like in every walks of life, whether it's employment, whether it's school, whether it's this, that, you're set up to fail. You have to pay attention to what's happening. And if it doesn't sit well in your soul, you get out of it. And it's not that easy. We get it. But I'm really disgusted with this market. I'm really disgusted. I've experienced it. I've watched others enter a new environment, all wide-eyed, bushy-tailed. You're excited for the opportunity, and they don't position you to succeed. They don't. It's like they're looking for a reason for you to get out. And it's up to you to suck it up and say, you know what, I'm going to figure this out and stress myself out and gain a few more grades and walk in here and drink 3, 4, 5 cups of coffee. And we have to find ways to find happiness in environments that don't supply the happiness. Because what's so hard with paying a little extra for extensive training for a new employee? If you need someone to fill this role, and someone's entering with the background, with the experience to take on said role, and you don't give this person the tools to succeed, like Bill Parcells once said, and I'm paraphrasing, if you want me to cook, you have to let me buy the groceries. That was a pretty bad analogy, but you get my point. Give me the tools to win. Don't half-ass it, and now I'm already back on these job boards, which we know are a bunch of scams half the times these days. But now you're at your desk going through the job board like, oh, this is not it. Do you know how many people are dealing with that right now? And it's just unspoken. Why? Because we're so focused on celebrities and sports and war and this. And I haven't heard a thing about the price gouging yet, about correcting it. I haven't heard a thing yet. Maybe I'm not smart enough to know why it hasn't been fixed, but I haven't heard a word. Change needs to happen, and it's not happening fast enough.